with that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charlie Davis.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14.
But it just shut up. Shit. Hello? Hello? Your boy back. Yeah. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back with another video. You better get it poppin'. Madden 17, unranked match. Let's get it. Yeah, alright. What you guys saying?
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cliff Averill. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze.
Oh yeah, smack these dudes.
Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I'm about to get right. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league.
He already
I'll be
upstairs?
surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro.
Yeah.
Studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Give me that. Turn up the field. Turn up the field. Turn up the field. Let's go. Pick 6, baby. Tune in to my YouTube live stream right now. Madden trying to get ranked. Let's get it, man. This is important. Let's get it. Let's go.
Back for one more year. They're going to have to move him to corner. Those are the types of skills he has. That's what we just saw there. 2 deep coverage, came off of the, near the hash mark, and made an excellent play on the football. Boy, can he roam.
Yep, and not really tall at 5'10", but he can roam, and he's disruptive. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
You don't see nothing. Don't throw it. Don't throw it.
The offense will operate.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off.
Oh!
He'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive.
You get the block. You don't stop right there. You go get him.
That time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket.
Get it.
You bring pressure from all angles,
get it.
You never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
That's all.
Upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby. Come on. But no dice that time.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive line.
I can't wait till Madden 18 come out. I'm going to get that down.
All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, and excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. For Ingram, he topped the 1,000-yard mark this year for the first time in his 6-year career.
Didn't he just come out of Alabama last year?
That's what it feels like, right?
I mean,
hard
it's
to believe
amazing.
6 seasons he's had.
Won a Heisman Trophy there, finally over 1,000 yards as a pro, and he increased his number of long runs, becoming a much better ball carrier into the secondary.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't give him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Yeah, boy.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Breeze.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Cam. Let's go.
Go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On second down, Wilson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection, and able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so, because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. Now Wilson on second down. That's caught at the 2. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Yeah, I to go.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Get out to send this one away following the score. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
7-0, let's go. Let's try to go off from broadcast.
Gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Yeah, Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas, look at that, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah. 2 interceptions. Let's go.
And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance. I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys
are. No, he didn't get it. No, he didn't get it. He didn't get that. I'm close. I'm throwing it. Let me throw that, bro.
That's how you pick up a first down.
I'm throwing that fly. I'm throwing that fly. My shit from Bella. My look from Germany. And then the Ella. The play like pancake. That way. Bella.
Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in the...
That's something that... Everything in there. Everything in there record. Do shit, I quit. I didn't see him step on it. He quit. He ran out of bounds. He didn't take it out of bounds. He quit inbound and he ran out of bounds. He chipped it up. Quit.
This one, if he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one. Just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. To throw, it's Breeze. He's set. And from the
third pit, baby. Third pit, baby. What you mean?
Set to come back out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now it's Wilson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. There's Wilson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 70 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14.
It's good.
Get out to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit?
Yeah.
Knocks the ball
Hit that boy.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
10 yards still left on second down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Breeze will try again on second down. He's going to go up top again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's so not
that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep and work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're...
And this is caught inside the 5. It's
You're
a big play there for the Saints.
It's right there.
And even 40 yards.
Going back. You'll
There
see,
will
I
always
press
be a
triangle.
place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards victory.
Y'all have to find something, man. You can't keep losing this, man. You playing hard, man.
They'll look to run with Ingram.
No.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there. It's going to set up second and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Dog pound. Dog pound. Dog pound.
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy. Now whistles come
Dog
in.
pound.
We're going to get a timeout
Yeah,
here.
third and goal.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before
Dog
we get
pound.
to halftime.
Oh yeah, dog pound. Dog pound. Defense, man. Come to defense right now, man. Come now, you're they only got 1 play to prove this.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted.
Let's go! Good read, baby. Good read, baby. Good read. Let's go halftime with that knee.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
He ready. Stay right there.
If this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play it that way.
That's first down right there. First down right there.
Third and long. It's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
You want to keep the fourth and two when you go for the touchdown. I need someone.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Oh, ball batted in the air. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway.
They just cheated us. I'm telling you, bro. They just cheated us. My dude, throw it already. My dude, throw it. He threw the ball already. They gonna do that. He threw the ball. That was touchdown. Come on with that, man.
Defensive coordinator recently
do some dumb stuff.
We see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead
that
of you,
way,
go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to line up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
It should never been like that. It should never been. They should never got no touchdown.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham.
Oh yeah, Graham. Oh yeah. Tuck your feet up.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down, this is Rawls.
Look, you got him get
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
He trying to cheat us. Look at it though. Why you faking it? Wilson faking it. He pulled back. Somebody come right through that line. Nobody was coming through the try that with it. Caught the ball and then touchdown. He keep getting it, man. It's the line. He's not the line. It's a running back. He run that play every single time we get here.
Let's put it in the end zone. that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Let's go, let's go. We can't let these get back to the third. 3 minutes, 22, let's go, defense. Defense is back, let's go. Linebackers, let's go. Defense, let's go. We better than this, man. We better than this. We better than this. What you moving for? That's a fumble.
Loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's
able to recover his own fumble. He stuck that nigga fumble the ball every time.
Defensively, maybe an opportunity.
That's all you had to do.
There.
Run. Boom. Here's the ball fall out. They can't take them in, man. They can't take them in. That's us. Every kid, you have to play it right now.
He's able to recover his own fumble. And you sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense.
Oh, yeah! Get through here. Oh, yeah. Shot him up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Go. Go through there. Go through there. You got it. Say let's go. Hit him, baby. Let's go. Do it again. Let's go. Let's go, defense. It's defense right here to win this game for us, baby.
Up with one back. That's Ingram. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to walk.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how it's 4 interceptions, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Go, baby.
Since the year 2000.
You know it. You know it. Give me that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
There have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
It's complete to Lockett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
Push. Just push through the line. You got it. First and inches. First down. See what I'm saying? Push. You win. You win the battle. You win the battle every single time.
It's not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and pushed forward to get the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot there.
Just keep that right there.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Keep it right there.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's
the game almost over.
Nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down.
It's 3 minutes.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 46.
It's 3 minutes. It's over. It might be over. It's right
It's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
We gonna keep losing things. We don't get hurt. We don't get hurt.
Here's John Ryan now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Oh, yes! That's a great move!
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet.
Use that, not there on top.
They call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Bree's going to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 88 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
We up a point. Should not be up a point. Let's go, man. We really didn't worry about it. We got the game. We got the moment. We got everything. We got right now. We not gonna win. Just push off. I'm gonna fucking hustle. Get down everything. Pack everything. Smack them every trip.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
12:37 in the game, and we got the wins. 4:37 in the game. We got 2 minutes. We win the game, man. We win the game. We got to, yeah.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll try and burn some clock with Rawls. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That was good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Really good, solid run right there, and he did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got Curse. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And that pickup on the 1st down, that's going to leave
What? 54 seconds.
They really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. It's Wilson.
It's me back there.
He throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
We can't fool it.
Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Let's go.
Going towards is just a 16-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to get back to work here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down.
He's got a man, complete.
How do we get past him again? He's right there in your face. Stop trying to get past him.
Brandon Cooks.
He's doing it every transition,
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead.
Go. Boom. Catch the ball, man. That would be game. Can't keep letting him do this.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And now we've got a stoppage here. The noise is deafening. They'll say what? The timeout. Well, you can barely hear the whistles, but the offense does take a timeout here. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Breeze hands to Ingram, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives us a 7-point lead.
Come on! No, we have to get some of that. Run it down they throw. We can't get no mistakes right now, man. No mistakes. Run it down they throw.
Touchdown to Kim.
Man, tell you all.
Tyler Lockett now with the return. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. He's back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. On the field comes New Orleans. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Let's go!
He's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Let him think. Let him think.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And they go backward. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Okay, even just being nice, the last two plays were not very good offensively. So here the play call, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
We don't need no first, no the first thing, no first, no the first post, no nothing. We have to win, man. We have to win. We're not worried about what they gonna do, what they gonna take a knee. We don't worry about that. We got one more time on it. Play hard, man. Play hard football.
Now
Play hard
Breeze.
football. Play hard football. Play hard.
Deep drop.
Told you.
He can't
Just
get
smack
a
him.
throw. He's taken down.
Just smack him.
What a huge play at this point in the game. Now hang
You
on
will
here. Timeout called by the
like
defense.
Now we
It'll be
need
their
this.
third and final
Now we
timeout,
need
so
this
as they
game,
talk
man.
things over, we'll step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead
No matter
now
what,
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football
But chill, I'm not laughing.
in their own territory.
I know she do. She want me to eat.
Back to throw. Incomplete.
Why did you just...
And there's a good opportunity, just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Run!
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Breeze going to throw here. Backing up. He's going to let it go again. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone. So tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work out? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. Remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up? I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents were telling them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy, but right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.